We are continuing the portion guarantee of profit. We'll work out problems when the deficiency is borne only by one of the partners. So far what we did is, it is borne, deficiency is borne, nothing was mentioned in the question, and the deficiency was borne by old partners, all the old partners, by both A and B, if C is the new partner. Now it will be borne only by A, either by A or by B. So we'll do such questions now. We'll work out illustration number 53. Before that, you give the heading guarantee of profit by one or more of the old partners. Give the heading like that, guarantee of profit by one or more of the old partners. For other questions, questions what we finished so far, before that you can give the heading. I forgot to tell you, it is guarantee of profit by the remaining partners. Two methods I had written that time. You write the heading there, guarantee of profit by the remaining partners. Now it is guarantee of profit by one or more of the old partners. And we'll work out illustration 53. Question is, X, Y, Z are partners and their profit sharing ratio 5:3:2. Is it is guaranteed a minimum profit of rupees 10,000 every year. Any deficiency is to be met by Y. Read it very carefully. Don't divide it between X and Y. Now only Y is bearing the deficiency. Profits for the 2 years are given. Prepare P&L appropriation account for 2 years. That word is also important. Don't just stop with 1 year. We have to do for 2 years. So separately we will do, and it is a question with guarantee of profit. So draw the format. P&L appropriation account for the year ended 31st March. Just see the year, 31st March 2019, the first one. Yes, now draw the format. We'll start with net profit. So by net profit, the amount is 40,000. The first stage is 40,000. Since nothing else is given, you can just distribute it between the partners. So to profit transfer to, it's not current account, right? Nothing is mentioned, so it's just capital account. Profit transferred to partners are X, Y, Z. X capital, leave one line and write. Y's capital and Z's capital. So if it is with guarantee of profit, you always leave one line when you distribute the profits. So 40,000 we have to distribute in the given ratio, that is 5:3:2. Now X will be getting, that is 40,000 into 5/10. So that is 20,000, that you can directly write in the outer column, because X will not bear any deficiency. Only Y is bearing the deficiency. So nothing to be deducted from X figure. You can just directly write the amount in the outer column. Then for Y, it will be 40,000 into 3/10. It's 12,000. Write in the inner column 12,000. Then for Z, it is 40,000 into 2/10. That is 8,000. Now the guaranteed profit of Z is 10,000. So what is the deficiency? 2,000 is the deficiency, and who will bear this? Partner Y should bear. So less Z's share of deficiency. Should we divide this 2,000? No need to divide this 2,000, because entire amount we are taking from only from Y. So, and then we'll add it with Z. Add deficiency recovered from Y. That's how you have to write. $2,000, yes. Will there be any balance after this? No. Entire 40 we distributed now. Just write the totals and close. So first account is over. We have to do for one more year, that is 31st March 2020. Yes, so we'll do for one more year. P&L appropriation account for the year ended 31st March 2020. Started with the net profit. Their net profit is 60,000. Now we'll distribute it. There is no other item given in the question, so we'll just transfer it. So to profit transfer to the same partners, but the amounts will change, amounts will differ. X capital, leave one line and write Y's capital and Z's capital. 60,000 getting divided in the ratio 5:3:2, so it will be 60,000 into 5 by 10, that is 30,000. Then 60,000 into 3 by 10, so 18,000. Then the last one, it is 60,000 into 2 by 10, 12,000. So we divided that in the given ratio. Now what are we doing, or what we have to do is see the guaranteed profit. Guaranteed profit is 10,000, but as per ratio, it is getting 12,000. How much will you pay? Whichever is higher, that you have to pay. So now you have to pay rupees 12,000. So don't write 10,000 in the outer column. Whichever is higher, that we have to pay. So 12,000 we are paying. As per the ratio also, he is getting 12,000. So is there any deficiency in this question? No. Should we take anything from Y? Y is bearing the deficiency. He agreed. But should we take anything? No. Because the guaranteed profit was only 10. As per ratio, it is already getting 12. So we will give higher value, that is 12 we will give. So no deficiency, nothing to be taken, nothing to be deducted or added. So directly you can write these figures in the outer column. Understood? So these type of questions also you can get when there is no deficiency. Okay, so that question is over. Next we can do illustration 54, the very next question. That is important. So many adjustments are there. Anwar, Bishwas and Divya are partners. Capital figures are given. Profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. Partners are entitled to interest on capital, then salary. Salary to Bishwas and Divya. Then guaranteed profit is given 82,000 per annum. Deficiency shall be met by Divya. So only one partner is bearing the deficiency. Profit is given. We have to do P&L appropriation. What is the date given there? 31st March 2014. See the year and write. We'll start with by net profit. What is the profit figure given? Profit figure is 3,12,000. So start with that. You can either write by P&L or write by net profit. 3,12,000. Then we have certain items to be provided. To interest on capital. You have to compute the figure. Interest on capital, it's not fixed capital, so you can just write capital account itself. So write in the inner column Anwar's capital account. You need to leave line. It's Bishwas capital account. And the third one, Divya. Here you don't have to leave any line. That is just when you distribute the profit, you have to leave one line and write to adjust the guaranteed profit. All these figures you can write directly. Compute on capital figures. Capital figures given there is 8 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 4 lakhs. So 8 lakhs into the rate is 6%. So 48,000, then 36,000, that is 6 lakhs into 6%. Then the last one is 24,000. Then we have to provide salary also to Anwar and Bishwas. Yes, Anwar's salary is 4,000 per month to Bishwas. So it is 4,000 into 12. Don't write it here, that is to Bishwas only. So 4,000 into 12, 48,000 will give to Bishwas. And Anwar, the amount is salary to Bishwas and Divya. Okay, you are giving to Divya only, not Anwar. Divya's capital. Divya will be given 6,000 per quarter. So you must do 6,000 into, take figures and write it against that particular partner's name. Don't make mistake here. Yes, 24 and 82, or else you directly write it in the outer column. Then, is there any commission? No, nothing like that. So now we can just transfer, compute the balancing figure that we'll transfer to all three. This time you have to leave one line and write the figures. That is Anwar's capital account, Bishwas capital account, and the last one, what's the name? Divya. Yeah. Divya's capital account. So the balancing figure here is, okay, they have divided the amounts. Balancing figure is 1,32,000, and that 1,32,000 will divide between these three in the given ratio, that is 3 is to 2 is to 1. That's the ratio given. So we'll divide 1,32,000 in 3 is to 2 is to 1 ratio, and the amounts what you get will be 66,000 for Anwar. That you can write in the outer column because deficiency is met only by Divya. So Anwar's amount you can directly write in the outer column. There is no problem even if you write here. Then the next partner Bishwas will be getting, as per the ratio, he will get 44, and Divya will get 22. This is as per the ratio. Now what we have to see is, what is the minimum guaranteed profit. Here who is the guaranteed partner to whom we are paying? To Bishwas, not to Divya. Divya will be bearing the deficiency. So Bishwas is the guaranteed partner and he is to be given, what is the guaranteed profit? 82,000. So normally what will you write? 82,000 will be written in the outer column. That is the guaranteed profit. But here in this question there is a difference. Read that sentence, second paragraph, first sentence. Bishwas' share of profit, including interest on capital and excluding salary, guaranteed at a minimum of 82. You will make mistake in the sentence. 82,000 you will directly write in the outer column, and then sometimes you will add that interest on capital also. Read it. 82,000 includes interest on capital already. Didn't we provide interest on capital here on the debit side? You remember? We have written 2 interest on capital. That means we already provided interest. Similarly, we provided salary also. For Bishwas, we have provided salary before. Again when you pay profit, when you pay that 82,000, again should be include interest on capital and salary. No. But that 82,000 includes one item, that is interest on capital. That is a mistake. You understood? 82,000, when you give him the profit, that shouldn't include salary and interest on capital. Because already we have provided interest on capital and salary. Already we provided it. Again when you pay profit, don't include. That means 2 times you will be paid. So what you have to do is, salary they have excluded already, so no problem. But interest on capital, it is there again. So take it and you have to cancel it, I mean eliminate it, ignore it. So you have to deduct that interest on capital figure. So now the guaranteed profit, I'll show the calculation here. The guaranteed profit is 82,000, but should we pay this? No. That interest on capital, again we don't have to pay. So the less interest on capital to whom? Bishwas. Because this is the amount to be given to Bishwas. And what is Bishwas interest on capital? 36,000. 36,000. So we have to deduct this. So now we need to pay only 46,000. So guaranteed profit is not 82. Since already you have provided interest on capital to Bishwas, you have to deduct it. The guaranteed profit is only 46,000. So when you write here in the outer column, it must be only 46,000. That you have to do very carefully. You will write 82,000 automatically. So it's just 46,000. So the deficiency is 2,000. That will be taken from Divya. So less Bishwas share of deficiency. How much you are taking from Divya? Only from Divya we are taking. So 2,000 we will take, and that we will add with Bishwa. Add deficiency recovered from Divya. I just wrote D, you write Divya. Okay, so that is the amount we added. So we added that deficiency of 2,000. So now your account is over. So this portion you have to do very carefully. Guaranteed profit, the amount don't write 82. Since you already provided interest on capital, that particular amount you have to deduct and take. Salary already they have excluded, so nothing to be done. We will do illustration 56. Read the question. A, B, C are partners. Capitals are given. Profit and losses, they will share it equally. C is guaranteed a minimum profit of 1 lakh. And the firm incurred a loss. Just underline that sentence. The firm is incurring a loss in this situation. Should we pay the guaranteed profit if it is a loss? Yes. Even if it is a loss, we have to pay the guaranteed profit to the partner. And you are required to show necessary accounts. They haven't mentioned what all accounts. So we'll see what all accounts we have to do. Anyways, you have to do P&L appropriation. And you must show, read that last sentence. You are required to show necessary accounts for division of loss and giving effect to minimum guaranteed profit to C. How we are going to give C the amount, because it's a loss here. Now how will you pay the guaranteed profit? That also we have to show. So you have to prepare necessary accounts. First we'll do P&L appropriation account for the year ended. It is 31st March 2020. Are we going to start with by net profit? In this question we are having a net loss. To net loss or to P&L you write 3 lakhs. No other items like salary, commission and all, and we can't provide if it is a loss. But guaranteed profit we have to pay. Now this loss, how will you distribute? That must be distributed between 3 partners. By loss transferred to, is it ABC? Yes. A is capital. Now usually we will be leaving one line and writing these balancing figures. But now should we do that? See, this is the loss which will be borne by all 3. All 3 must bear it, A, B, C. When you divide between A, B and C, already they are having a loss. From that, can you take the deficiency and meet, minimum guaranteed profit you have to give. That guaranteed profit is 1 lakh. Already we are having a loss. From that loss, can you pay a profit amount? No. So now what we can do is just distribute it between 3 partners. And in which ratio will you divide? Equally we have to divide. It's mentioned in the question, they are sharing it equally. So equally we will divide. So 1 lakh each will take. No need to leave line here. I accidentally left one line. Okay, so this account is actually over. Here we can't show that guaranteed profit. Already you are having a loss. From this loss, can you write less deficiency to be given to C? Can you write add deficiency from A and B? Already both are having a loss. So in this account, we can't do any adjustment. Right now, they don't have amount to pay C, but they will have to pay because it is guaranteed profit. Whatever that happens, we have to pay it. So there is one more account to be prepared, which is not asked in the question, but you have to. They have just asked you to show necessary accounts. They haven't mentioned what all accounts. So one account we prepared that we know, P&L appropriation. There is one more account, that is partners capital account. We have to pay C an amount of 1 lakh. Did we pay? No, we haven't paid yet. Now he is bearing a loss also. Instead of that, he should be given a profit of 1 lakh. How will you give? Usually it is to be given by A and B if nothing is mentioned, but already they are having a loss. So we can't take right now. So we didn't deduct it in P&L appropriation. That is why we are doing this partners capital account. So what are we going to do? Right now A and B can't pay anything. So later we will take it from their account, means we will debit their capital accounts now. The meaning is later the amount will be taken from A and B's account and it will be given to C. Right now we can't take anything because they are having a loss. So we will show all these in partners capital. We will debit A and B and then we will credit C. We are paying to C. So 2C means C must be credited. We will do partners capital. So this is the meaning of prepare necessary accounts. These are the necessary accounts which you have to show here. A, B, C. And as usual, how to start this partners capital? With the opening balance. On which side? On the credit side. So write by balance brought down. And opening balance is given in the question like 10 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 6 lakhs. So opening balances we wrote. Then just see your P&L appropriation. You have transferred something to capital. That's the loss transfer. So that particular figure shouldn't be transferred now to capital account. To the opposite side you have to transfer. So we'll write to P&L appropriation 1 lakh each, that we transferred from this side to the opposite side. Next we'll show how A and B will pay the amount to C on a later date. So what is the journal entry we are going to do? Right now they can't do anything. So later we will take from A and B's account and we'll give it to C. So what can be the journal entry? Journal entry is not asked, and just showing for you to understand. So we are giving 2C. So 2C is capital. If we are giving 2C, write 2C. Understood? Just like you write a letter to that person's name. So to this partner's credit. Then A and B will be debited because the amount is being taken from A and B and it will be given to C on a later date. Right now it won't be taken. That is why we didn't show anything in P&L appropriation, because they are having a loss. The question is, how much will you pay C? Are you giving C the guaranteed profit of only 1 lakh? Yes, the guaranteed profit is just 1 lakh. But now when you pay C, we have to pay one more amount that is the loss amount also. C is the new partner here. Actually, is he supposed to bear the loss of the firm? No. He need not bear the loss of the firm. But we have debited C's account also. I mean, we have given the loss portion to C also. Is it correct? No. So C is already been debited. Loss means we are debiting his account now. So C already we have debited with loss amount of 1 lakh. That is wrong. We shouldn't debit him. But when you distribute the loss, we know that everyone should bear. But actually, since he is a new partner, he shouldn't bear that loss amount. So what you will do first? Correct that mistake. We debited C with that loss of 1 lakh, that we will credit now. So credit C with that 1 lakh first. Now we will provide profit of 1 lakh. Altogether, C should be given 2 lakhs. Understood? This 1 lakh means C is bearing a loss of 1 lakh. Actually, is he supposed to bear a loss of 1 lakh? No. Because he is the new partner, he should be given the minimum profit only. He shouldn't bear this loss. Now he is bearing a loss, so that we are cancelling. We are cancelling means we have debited him before. Now we are crediting him with that loss. He need not bear it. Then with that we are giving the guaranteed profit now. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh. This is rectification. Loss 1 lakh. This is the minimum profit 1 lakh. So 2 lakhs we will give. Meaning the partners are giving A and B. And in which ratio? It's to be divided between A and B in equal ratio. That means they are sharing equally. It's written in the question, they are sharing equally. That's why we are taking it equally. Or else if the ratio was like 5:3:2 and 2 is C is proportion, what will you do? In 5:3 ratio you have to take. Now divide it equally. So 1 lakh and 1 lakh. Understood? A and B are called guaranteeing partners. Guarantee spelling is G-U-A-R. Okay, there is one U here. So this is guaranteeing partners A and B, and to whom you are paying, that is C, is called guaranteed partner. He is the guaranteed partner. Okay, so the basic entry is guaranteeing partners capital debtor to guaranteed partners capital. Entry is not asked, I just showed for you to understand. Now we will post this A and B to be debited. Both sides you will have to do the posting. Do posting very carefully. This is compound entry by C's capital. By C's capital you must write in, sorry, by A's capital and B's capital. And write the amount in C's column. With this, the question is over. Now you have to find the balancing figure. Here the balancing figure is 8 lakh, 6 lakh, 7 lakhs. So just compute the balancing figure. To balance carry down. You can just close this. Now in certain questions, they will ask you to do P&L appropriation and this journal entry. Here in this question, they ask you to show necessary accounts. So we have to show appropriation and capital account also. Journal entry is not needed, but now you write for you to understand. In certain other questions, that is illustration number 48, you have to work it out. After this question in your notebook, you must do illustration 48. Don't copy it directly from the textbook. Understand it and do. Illustration 48, they have asked you to do appropriation and then the journal entry. So no need to show capital account like this, but this particular entry you have to show. How the deficiency is going to be met by A and B. So that journal entry they have asked. Appropriation and journal entry. So just work out illustration 48.